Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Will take over. First and 10.
A running back has it. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same.
He'll take the deep shot. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Wants to return it. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time that was a great play call defensively.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got his man on the outside. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
The Panthers will have it 1st and 10. They'll try the run.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Panthers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
This Georgia State offense ready to go with another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end now in motion. First play of the drive, wants to throw. A strike downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got a man. It's Sims. There he goes. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And it's caught. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Ready. They'll try to get it in with the run. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pick.
Touchdown, Kentucky! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're going into these because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail.
Turning it on!
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Panthers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Handoff from the gun. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the 1st down.
The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line. 1st down. Give to the running back.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And guys, this is a great time to look for an explosive play on 2nd and short. 3 wideouts to the left. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Rush coming in hot, and they've got him at the 29.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the back.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Looking down the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. A full dive to haul that one in.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Takes a hit as he fires. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete to the right. What a play there. He rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Wildcats have it with a first and 10. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Georgia State jumps back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Back open in the middle. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Dances away to buy time. Hit as he throws. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
One more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab, it's Boston. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Defense going to call a timeout here and give the kicker a little something to think about. The clock is winding down here in the first half. They'll send out the field goal team. It's a fake. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And it's complete. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
He turns this into a nice game and gets down to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. He wants to take the top off. Snags it inside the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Wildcats! And that one will give them the lead. Getting set for the point after.
And man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot in the defense in the end zone on that TV.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Florida Atlantic delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in Boca. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of it.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wolf. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
This Georgia State offense ready to go with another first down. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
It's complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Georgia State jumps back to the line. Now from inside the red zone. The screen, and watch out. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Panthers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia State.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Sends the offense back out onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. The 20. Inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. It's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression, and they're always trying to get extra hats to the football.
He's looking deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. From the gun, running back gets the give. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. Zings it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Bring in the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Here we go. Okay, ready?
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Working the big fella to the corner. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A first down run in the red zone. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They can pay off this third and goal opportunity. Man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
It's a good decision by the quarterback at this juncture of the game, too, guys. Fourth quarter, you're trailing, you're going to need a touchdown, but you're not going to get it on that play. Throw it away. This is a big down now, fourth. Here we go.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on fourth and goal. From the gun. Lets it go to the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back.
Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing, so I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Second down coming up. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Sims. He steps out of bounds at the 16, but now they have some room to operate.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get Hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have two hands on it this drive.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
One of the reasons I love this defense is because their DBs get involved, and they come screaming downfield. That's a pretty good athlete playing quarterback on that run, but because of the speed they have in their secondary, they were able to get to him quickly.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. That last drive was promising at times. Going to take a shot. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. He's looking to throw. Under fire. Gonna let it fly. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Wide open, big play opportunity, hits him right between the numbers. You gotta make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch.
In these situations, 3rd and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushers loose. Go get that QB.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. corrals it at the 45. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Wildcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Send the tight end in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's a heat. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to...
Touchdown, Kentucky! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it.